King, you did it again.
Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Robinhood. You guys are going to be getting a lot of Robinhood content, just like we've been doing with Base. We're going to mix them up as of right now. But right now, we're not going to be talking about too much about Base just because there hasn't been too much action. Robinhood has been sucking up all the liquidity right now. Things have been exciting. Right now, the thing is, I actually did put out this post here, right? CT has been so hot with Robinhood. I'm seeing a shift from Solana to Robinhood, right? When I say that, I just mean from CT itself. CT to me has been like a Solana native community pretty much, because they are all into memes. But of course, that also has to do with anywhere where there's something that's hot in terms of meme coins, they will go there, right? So as of right now, for the meme coins, is what's hot on Solana. Now things is getting crazy on Robinhood, so they're shifting a little bit onto Robinhood, where there's some bundling action going on. There's new cabals. There's everything that's just happening right now that's making Robinhood exciting, but also bad, right? That's the second part of this tweet here, right? Where I say this is good and bad. More liquidity for good trades, but bad for more and more PvP. Right now, we're already starting to see some of the PvP already starting to happen. But the thing is, the good is that there is some liquidity on here, right? Also, to the bad, there's more and more rotation, right? Of course, this is a bear market, but once these altcoins start to hit some certain psychological levels, people start to rotate out of them and get into the next new shinier altcoin, whatever it may be. That's just how this market has been so far, right? Things may change in a bull market where people are willing to hold a little bit longer, but that whole Solana attitude so far has been brought over to Robinhood, making things a lot harder. But the chain has been nothing but exciting. If you guys haven't been on this chain to be trading as of right now, you guys should honestly be on this chain as of right now. You guys should also even be following me or in my Patreon group. Follow me on YouTube, obviously, be a subscriber, or be in that Patreon group, right? Because we honestly have been tapped into the Robinhood trenches more than most people in this space as of right now. Tokenized assets on here is 23 million. You got about 21,000 total holders right now. This is off the Robinhood chain. There's way more tokens than this deployed, right? But this thing is off of the past 7 days, but I don't know, there's definitely way more tokens than that deployed. Tokenized value here, you guys can see the tokenized stocks here. With Robinhood chain, something unique has also been possible here that we did not see in crypto, which is stock paired tokens. Now, you guys should watch my previous video where we talk about these new altcoins paired with stock, right? So like GME, the meme coin itself that's going crazy right now, is paired to the GME stock, right? So that is something very interesting that is happening through Robinhood chain. We didn't see that on Base. We didn't see that on Solana, right? We didn't see that on Ethereum. We're seeing that right now on Robinhood, right? This is what makes things a little bit more exciting and novel as well. You guys are looking at a total tokenized assets. DEX volume going up here, the mint and burn volume, NVIDIA tokenized shares going up. And mind you, the way they have these stocks that is being tokenized on chain is by on demand, right? So the more the demand is, the more these stocks are getting minted on chain. The less the demand is, they're not getting minted as much, right? And the launch pad is where all the action is as of right now. People have been chasing these launch pads to figure out which is going to be the dominant launch pad on Robinhood. People may think it's Pawns, Banker, Virtuals, even Long is up here, right? Like I said, go watch that previous video that we made on these launch pads talking about this. As of right now, there's a whole discussion going on about what could be the dominant launch pad, but I'm in the belief that this is about to become the retail chain. This is about to become that chain where people are going to go. And if it's that retail chain, it's going to take some market share from Solana already being like that. I want to say that degenerate chain, but also kind of like that retail chain as well, because most retails are kind of degens, right? Mostly they're going on there trading their memes, right? Obviously, Robinhood is not going to stay as like a full meme related chain. This is just the early days of Robinhood as of right now, where people are now trading all of this as of right now. But as things start to build up, more utility plays start to come on chain here, I believe that retail is going to now be able to have access to more of these retail chain through the app, because we already seen Robinhood being that retail trading app. Now the chain could possibly go down the same route if it's plugged into the app, making onboarding fairly easy. Obviously there's going to be some degeneracy with that, where people are going to trade memes, but they're also going to be trading some utility plays that they believe has some long-term value here, right? So you guys going along to Deck Screener and just looking at it as of right now, so all the top ones really like up to top 10 are all just meme coins really. And then of course you got your launch pad here, but the excitement on this chain is where people are really going on to like GMGN right now, just sitting here just like they did with the Solana days. You guys remember Pump Fun when it was hot? People would definitely just sit on GMGN and the other thing called Photon and look at these new launches that is just coming here and just being like, oh, this might be a good one, and it just start chucking. There's also a trader that made a bunch of money on Pump Fun, just like chucking a little bit of money at each of these and seeing if they all take off or something like that, right? So this is something where people are just sitting here and looking for the new launches here. And it's not only just on GMGN, of course, you're looking at virtuals as well. They also brought back the mechanism that they had previously, which is where people launch their token and it has to go through that bonding phase, right? Meaning it's a fair launch for everyone pretty much, right? So they still have their Titan launches, they have their regular unicorn launches, but they also have that old thing you guys remember where it was like red pill, blue pill or something like that, where you would have to buy and then the whole token will go through the whole bonding phase. People have to buy up and it hits a certain market cap, then it gets graduated, right? So this is what's happening right now. You're starting to see this right here, of course. So things is getting so exciting, but people are really chasing the whole launchpad game and paying attention to all the launch pads that actually have some decent launches and are just launching tokens. You even got Banker here as of right now too. This the GME stock. This has ran up to like, I don't even know, like 10 million market cap or something like that, right? You got Leather Jacket. I don't even know. This has got to be Nvidia or something, and Jensen Huang's like jacket or whatever it may be. Mars coin probably tied to like SpaceX or something, right? Real Stonk here. There's a lot that's just going on as of right now through these launch pads, and you can find some, obviously some meme coins, but I believe as more people start to transition just from trading the meme coins to some good utility plays coming out, it's going to take just like a few good utility plays to come out for people to pay attention to that as well, because that's where the longer term value is going to come from on these chains here. So outside of that, right now these things have been looking pretty good here. But before we continue on here, I did ask its question too on Robinhood becoming that retail chain. So before we look into that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys would like to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down here, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask your questions on how does that Patreon group works. As you guys know, we have been killing this bear market, right? Told you guys, if you guys want to stay ahead of the game on these Robinhood plays, the Patreon is the place to be. We have been killing it. Of course, there's some plays I didn't even post up here that we've killed out on, we've killed on chain as well. We've been making some decent gains throughout this whole entire bear market. We have a lot of dry powder ready for us when this bull market comes around. So if you don't want to miss out on the next play, you guys got to join that Patreon. But the thing is, the Patreon doesn't just give you guys the Discord calls and things like that. You actually get access to the HQ, the terminal, the best crypto central intelligence you'll have in this whole space. And you guys can see what you're getting in this whole central intelligence here, from perp dex trading to poly market and Kalshi, from like prediction market intel. All of that is going to be on here right now. So if you guys want to watch that video here, you guys can watch the video and see how it works. There will be an updated video and everything, because we made some big changes to the HQ as well. And then if you guys are looking to sign up for the HQ via the Patreon, you guys can use Aside 2026 to get 40% off your first month. But I also did listen for those that don't use Discord or Patreon. You guys wanted to sign up, just via Stripe or something, right? Well, when you head over to the app here, you guys can also scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and you guys will see that you guys can also sign up for the membership just for the HQ, right? And you guys also would get a 1-day free trial for those that just want to test it out, see if it's for you, see all the features, all of that. You guys can also just do the 1-day free trial there. So links for all of that will be in the description down below, and let's continue on with the video here. So I plainly asked Aside, what is the chances of Robinhood becoming the chain for retail, just like it's the app for retail trading, right? Essentially, it says yeah, but not for the reason most people think. What it is actually is Robinhood chain is an Arbitrum Orbit L2 that's shipped with the most important distribution moat in crypto. 27 to 28 million funded Robinhood accounts already exist, plus 70k pre-registered pre-existing AI agent accounts, and 4,500 agents launched in week 1. The $3.1 billion DEX volume in one week has been crazy, right? 808 million peak day, which is number 3 behind Solana and BNB. 120 plus countries reached. In-app UX integration, that's not a chain launch, that's a chain that woke up already distributed. That is crazy. That is a bar. So why could it work? The thesis is straightforward. Robinhood already won the retail trading app war by making finance feel like a consumer product. If they can do the same with on-chain assets, they don't need to convince anyone to download a new wallet or learn MetaMask. The user just stays in the app, and the agent infrastructure changes the calculus entirely. If AI agents become the dominant retail trading interface by 2027, 2028, yeah, I've been talking about that, right? And every serious framework I've absorbed says that that is the trajectory, right? Then the retail chain gets redefined. It stops being a chain retail humans manually transact on and becomes the chain agents execute on behalf of retail. That is crazy, right? Robinhood already has 70k agents account deployed. That's a head start and no other L2 has. Now, where it breaks is essentially it talks about how it's being dominated by meme coin right now, right? This is the early stages. Of course, everyone knows when you get to an early chain, a lot of these chains in the early days are dominated by meme coins. That's a way to onboard users, onboard traders, things like that. Stablecoin are about 66% of the TVL. Actual RWAs are about 4.5%. I do believe there will be a huge shift going forward, right? Now, the stock token thesis is decorative right now, not load bearing. Robinhood's crypto revenue also fell 40% year to date in Q1 of 2026. That the core business is contracting while they're trying to spin up entirely new distribution surfaces. The deeper tension, Robinhood user wants the app, not a chain. They want one-tap trades, not wallets and gas and bridges. If the chain lives behind the app and never becomes the destination in its own right, it becomes a back-end infrastructure rather than the retail chain. Crypto native retail, actually, the actual on-chain crowd doesn't use Robinhood, and the Robinhood crowd doesn't want the chain. They want a smoother app, so you can see where there can be friction. But Aside's take is that Robinhood becomes the dominant retail facing chain for existing 28 million users, almost guaranteed. Whether it becomes the retail chain for the broader market is a different question, right? So it does mention how Robinhood will also need to win in that agentic race as well to also become the retail chain, because if the agentic interface is going to become how every retail user is going to interact with the internet and things like that, or different apps, they're going to need to also have a lot of agentic movement for them as of right now. So I think that is a possibility. As you guys know, Robinhood did also introduce their whole Robinhood MCP. They put out this post where Robinhood is now open to AI agents. You can open an agentic account and connect an AI agent to it. So this is where things may get very interesting for Robinhood. Honestly, this is going to get crazy going into the next bull market between Base, Robinhood, Solana. There's going to be some exciting things on chain as of right now. And if you're not following this channel, you're going to be falling behind. That's the honest truth. But that is the video for you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on our road to 30k subscribers, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.